Yeah.
Too late, we started.
And,
Hi, guys.
and welcome back to Yep.
Pat!
What?
Pat's here.
Hi!
Oh, I know Pat's not into these games.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Fuck you!
I love you. I'm just giving you a hard
You're being
time.
punished later.
I'm just
I
kidding.
might rescind my offer for after the show.
There never was an offer for after the show.
There was too. You weren't paying attention then.
Excuse me, guys. Can we just get to the game?
I'm sorry.
Guys.
I'm sorry.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Hey, look, there's an episode to do.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing in the chat.
After returning to my room, I'd spent some time reflecting upon my state and my still bound hands. Because I like it rough.
Reflecting on your still bound
Reflecting on death and killing.
The whole start of this episode completely derailed.
Oh my.
Shut up so I can sigh!
Could I not see our Twitch and actually see the game?
What?
I see the Twitch account but not the game.
Are we not streaming?
No, like you're sharing.
I shared the wrong window.
Like, there we go.
Izumi had me confused. The rumor spoke of the Shinsengumi as vicious men, but they seemed more intimate. Human to me.
There's a very good reason they seemed more intimate.
Shut up. But still, their presence, or their being, lingered through me, as if to say, we are not killers, but to protect our code, we must bring death. Remaining here is only bringing me closer to the possibility of them killing me. I don't know if I can convince them to spare me. Just as I have no loyalty to them, they have no loyalty to me. Only the Shinsengumi. But then, they mentioned a man must always be ready to face death. So are they still mistaking me for a man? Could I possibly risk exposing my true identity in exchange for mercy on my life? But this could just as easily backfire for me, and it could exact an even worse fate. I was truly at a loss for what to do. There was nothing for it. I had to try and escape. Meaning I needed to get moving immediately. Staying in this room did nothing to help me. Fortunately, they hadn't bothered to tie me up completely again. Only my hands were bound. That would slow me down, certainly, but so long as I could move my legs, I stood a chance. All right, now the exit is... I cast my memory back to when they'd brought me into the building the night before. Right, I'm sure it would work out. I stood up. Holding my breath, I edged toward the door. I knew it was rude, but I had no choice but to try and open the sliding door with my toe. But I was almost there when suddenly it flew open all on its own, revealing...
What?
Ah! I stumbled straight into Kondo.
Oh my. Well, that was rather bold. You were looking to escape, I assume? Attempting to escape was unwise. It will only make your situation more difficult.
His voice was calm. Yes, I heard the rumor about the new Batman, and I don't care because I'm not a fan of the DCU. His voice was calm and not unfriendly, but his eyes were frigid and calculating. Too late, I realized why they hadn't bothered to tie me up again. They'd been watching me.
I told you once, and I won't do it again. Run, and I'll gut you. Sorry, but now we've got to kill you. We can't trust a kid who can't keep a promise.
Okta smiled. He didn't look very sorry. I
see Hijikata likes a fighter.
I had no choice but to run. If I was going to die anyway, then I had nothing to lose by trying to escape. Slipping around a stunned Kondo, I took off down the hallway.
Did you really think you could escape?
Ah! He snatched me from the floor in one smooth motion with cat-like grace. Let me go!
You think I'm stupid? You'll just try to run. No.
But I don't want to die! And there's something I have to do!
And what's that, huh? What compels a girl to run around Kyoto pretending she's a boy?
Huh? Did he just say, girl? When I stopped flapping my feet and arms, Hijikata put me back down on the floor.
Plop.
Sir? I looked up at Hijikata and he did not seem happy at all. Did you just say girl? I was scared. There was no denying it. Sunnen looked at us and nodded.
I see. Then you really were a girl. Come on, you thought putting on a pair of pants was going to fool us? Even an idiot could tell.
Wait.
And, well, except for the biggest idiot we have.
Wait.
Can we pause for a moment for me just saying one thing?
Yes?
In the anime, Hijikata literally is just holding her by the collar and she's just flailing like a child in any anime style you see. Literally. and then she stops, like, arms and feet just dangle and he just slowly puts her down. It's funny to watch.
For now, though, use your imagination.
Wait.
Yeah, I was imaging that the whole time.
Wait. So, all of you knew from the start? Was my disguise that unnatural? I wasn't quite sure what to think. I mean, I am a girl pretending to be a guy while wearing a pink holiday in 1860s Japan.
Oh, Isami Kondo, you fool! This is the shame of a lifetime! How could I not have realized?
Well, perhaps they hadn't all known. I confess his reaction put me more at ease.
You almost got killed for it, whatever it is. Maybe it's time you spilled your guts, kid, before we spill them for you.
God, that is so... So in the original game, it's like cherry blossoms bloom from their chest, and it's very like subtle. In this game, it just tells you who you've got affection with. In this game, it's just so obnoxious. I looked back at him and nodded. There I was, surrounded once again by the leaders of the Shinsengumi.
I noticed you were rather slim and your features were far too soft to be a man's, but to think you were a lady this whole time.
Kondo was nodding his head repeatedly as if he were agreeing with a very intelligent suggestion. For him to notice the softness of my features, it flattered me a bit.
Okay. Once you know she's a girl, she really doesn't look like a boy at all, does she? Huh.
So we bound her and left her for the whole night, and, Okta poked her all over? Oh dear.
Wait! Saito said he didn't go anywhere near my room!
Well, she claims to be a girl, but it's not like we have any actual proof, right?
Proof?!
Proof? Really? Not obvious enough for you, huh? Alright, will you feel better if I strip her down?
Ugh.
No!
You absolutely will not! To suggest such a thing is preposterous!
That was like, oh my god.
That was slightly old Jade.
It was. I was like, what?
I just figured it was the quickest way to settle the question. But I won't force it, I guess.
Well, if you really are a girl, then killing you would just feel kinda... wrong.
Sexist.
Why are you so naive? It doesn't matter. If we have to kill her, she dies. If you have to kill a planet, it dies.
Exactly. However, her gender is relevant. Killing in general is wrong. We were organized to protect the civilians of Kyoto. We would ill-serve the public good by murdering civilians in cold blood.
Yeah. But if this girl or boy or whatever is a threat to the peace, that's a horse of a different color.
The Shinsengumi had already suffered a very gruesome reputation in Kyoto. If rumors spread that their men were thirsty for blood, things weren't likely to go well for them. Kyoto would banish them, and with no one to protect the people, the city would erupt into chaos. Each of their members deeply understood the consequences of behaving rashly in these times.
My apologies, but I took the liberty of checking through your belongings. It would appear you came all the way from Edo by yourself. You didn't seem to have much clothing.
No, that's not what that says.
You didn't seem to have much. Some clothing, some pocket change, a few letters, and this sword. One of the letters was from Ryojun Matsumoto, a shogunate-approved doctor. I assume you saw him. What is your purpose, Makoto Yukimura?
The minute my name was spoken, the vibe in the room shifted immensely. Everyone wore a stunned expression, eyes wide, and no words were uttered in response, until...
Wait, Hijikata! That name!
Hey now, this can't be a coincidence.
Now wait a moment. We only need to determine if you are a threat. Will you tell us your side of the story?
At Kondo's behest, I stood up to speak. My name is Makoto Yukimura. Under the watchful eyes of the leaders, I sharply described how I came to face them. How I lived in Edo. How I'd come to Kyoto to find my father. How lonely the city felt before I arrived.
Oh, then you're from Edo as well? What a coincidence! So is everybody fucking else in this game.
Not everyone.
And you came all the way to Kyoto to find your father? So who is your father?
My father is Kodo Yukimura.
So, the dots are connected.
What are you talking about?
The handwriting within the letter does indeed match Kodo's, but... to think you were Dr. Kodo's daughter.
You know my father? Silence was enough to... I was waiting for a Rafiki joke. The silence was...
Well, I can only do that if she said, you knew my father.
Well, I was waiting for you to do the opposite.
Correction! I knew your father.
The silence was enough to tell me that the revelation of my parentage caused a pronounced change in their behavior.
So, you've been withholding information from us.
Huh? What information are you talking about?
There's no point in lying to us now. Out with it. What the hell are you doing in Kyoto?
I just came to look for my father. I swear I don't know anything else.
You came to this city fully aware of what your father Kodo is doing.
I was only aware of my father being in Kyoto for his medical work, but I haven't seen him since last summer. That's all I know.
Hijikata, it may be better for us not to press, because she may not know anything after all.
So what do you know about my father? Where is he right now? Please, tell me.
The Shinsengumi is currently attempting to determine the whereabouts of Dr. Kyoto. Dr. Koto Yukimura.
Kyoto?
Kyoto?
You're after my father? So this means...
Oh no, you've got us all wrong. We're not, after him.
I see. A huge wave of relief came over me.
He's a fellow supporter of the Shoguns, sure, but, well, he sort of disappeared a little while ago. There's a reasonable chance that the enemies of the Shogun have identified him as a threat.
I let out an audible gasp, but Saito continued without paying me any mind.
There is, of course, the chance he's still alive. Doctors skilled in Western medicine are quite rare.
I wasn't sure what else to do, so I nodded. My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst onto the floor.
Kondo, what do you make of her situation? Would it be in our interest to help her, seeing as we are all looking for the same person? What exactly do you need help her?
Sorry, whenever I slow down, it's because I'm looking at the chat.
What exactly do you mean, help her? I only mean to say we should cooperate with her until we find Kodo. With her assistance, I'm sure our chances of locating Kodo will increase drastically.
Huh?
Looking for him may prove fruitless, however, if he's in disguise. Spotting him will be difficult. You are his daughter, however. You ought to recognize him no matter how he may have disguised himself. Yes?
Yes, of course. I nodded as I spoke, while giving him what I hoped seemed like a steady, reassuring smile.
Besides, having her stay with us, regardless, can be of use to our headquarters. What do you say, Toshi? Sanan is making a lot of sense.
If it turns out that she doesn't know anything after all, then...
It's true. All I know is that my father headed to Kyoto, but I don't know anything else. And about last night, I didn't see anything.
Well, if she is his daughter, we can't really kill her, can we?
His eyes narrowed as he looked down at me.
If you promise to keep last night a secret, we'll let you stay until your father is found. Fair?
I promise that the Shinsengumi will do whatever they can to help you find Dr. Kodo.
Thank you so much. I'd never imagined something like this. I was elated to have escaped death, but not only had I survived, I'd found my first decent lead.
You must be glad we won't be killing you, huh? Well, we won't be killing you just yet at any rate.
He gave me that same wolfish grin. There was no denying that my situation was still less than desirable, but it didn't matter for now. Yes, I'm very glad. Again, against all odds, at last I'd found help where I'd never have expected it. The Shinsengumi. My first day in Kyoto was quite the adventure. In spite of everything I'd seen, my fortune was improving with every step. I still had a long way to go, but keeping positive was my only hope.
Aren't you relieved, Yukimura? It's a pleasure to have you.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure for me as well.
Hey, Gen. With her being a lady after all, I'm not sure that our all-male household is equipped for her needs.
You bring up a good point. What would you have me do?
Kondo crossed his arms and thought deeply.
Should you require anything, you need only ask. We will do what we can to accommodate you.
Thank you.
Well, I guess we'll have to be nicer to you now that we know you're a girl.
Yeah. Oh. Gee. Didn't take long for you to change your tune when you saw she was a girl. Shin?
Whatever. Having a lady here at headquarters is sure gonna brighten things up, won't it?
Headquarters. The headquarters of the Shinsengumi. It was located in the Mibu area, and it was where members lived and took their meals.
Are there more pages to this?
What? Eventually.
Okay.
And I just skipped. Eventually we get more information. Because the headquarters changes throughout the game. I wasn't entirely sure I believed that sentiment.
I'm not sure if our headquarters are, up to standards for a lady, however. But then again, she's not a soldier, so we cannot expect to treat her as such.
Then make her a page or something. Want an assistant, Kondo? How about you, Sonnen?
Page, an assistant to a samurai or noble, traditionally a young man.
Oh, come on now, Hijikata. It's your idea, so you can't just pawn her off on someone else.
Excellent! We can entrust Toshi with her! Well, there you have it, Hijikata. I hope you'll take good care of her.
Hijikata's face.
Your face is, wait, what the fuck? What did I just... No.
You sons of bitches. You can't just decide.
As I watched their back and forth, some of my earlier relief began to ebb away. And this is how the Shinsengumi had come to look after me. Where are we at?
8 minutes.
We want to just end it here?
Uh,
Because the next scene will probably be long.
if it's up to you.
Yeah, we might as well. Because this is a new scene.
Alright.
Alright guys, we're going to end this episode here, and we will be back in a little bit.
Yep. Wait.
Hey guys! Do you like our content? Do you want to support the show? Click the link in the description below to visit our donation page. All proceeds go towards new and better equipment and games you want to see us play. Everyone who donates will get a special shout out at the end of future videos, and we're currently working on setting up some special perks for you. If you don't want to donate, that's okay too. You can support us by subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you get notified whenever we put out a new video.
A huge thank you to Kyle Sheridan for donating and helping to keep our show going. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. If you'd like to find out how I ended up in Kyoto, click the box on the left to check out last episode.
Or, if you'd like something a little different, head to that box on the right to check out Saving Throw, where the members of Revolutionary Productions play through ridiculous adventures in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. Seriously, go check it out. That's an order.
Hijikata? You can't just order the viewers around.
I can if they're all like you.